Hello, my name is Dr. SHastjarjo, and on behalf of my colleague and co-writer, Dr. RDWahyunengseh, I will present our research entitled Social Aids in Online News, Tracking the Issues of Resilient Society. The Indonesia Ministry of Finance states that COVID-19 pandemic increases the number of poor population by 1.1 to 3.78 millions in 2 months. This situation posed as a threat to the society's resilience economically. To respond to the pandemic, Indonesia government launched the Social Aids or Bantuan Sosial or Bansos program in the forms of fresh money, foods or grocery, electricity bill discount, etc., which cost around 677 trillion rupiah from the national and regional budget in the year of 2020. The implementation of Bansos or social aids for COVID-19 and its effects are reported and discussed heavily in several online news media in Indonesia. This study aims to analyze the online news media contents from the perspective of the concept of resilient society suggested by Petal 2017. We approach the problems of this research from two perspectives. The first one is from the perspective of social resilience, and the second one is the role or the impact of media or information in the media to the society. Petal defines resilience as sustainable adaptation process as a condition where there is no simple negative effect and as positive attributes indicating survivability or combination of the three. There are 9 elements attributed to the condition creating resilient community, which are local knowledge, community networks and relationships, communication, health, governance and leadership, resources, economic investment, preparedness, and mental outlook. From the perspective of the role of media, the effect of information on the public is affected by economic and political environment and also media quality. People trust towards information in the media affects their resilience during a disaster situation, according to several research for the pandemic situation and also for the COVID-19 situation in China and in other places. We use qualitative method for the research, especially qualitative content analysis, with discourse network analysis or DNA as the main technique for data analysis. We also use several computer programs to assist the analysis processes, including NVivo, Discourse Network Analyzer, and also Vision to visualize the relationship between the issues or the theme with the actors or the source of the discourse. Samples of 108 news published on April to June 2020 were collected from 67 Indonesian online news portals using search engine with keywords Bantuan Sosial COVID-19. All text extracted from the samples were analyzed to identify the main theme and categorized into 9 elements of resilient community. Then, using DNA, the study mapped the network matrix of actors or sources connected with the shared concept or discourse they utters in the news media. From the qualitative content analysis using NVivo, we identify keywords that dominated the content of news about Bansos COVID-19 in the online news portals. Those keywords represent the main issues concerning Bansos COVID-19, which are the actors, such as pemerintah, warga, penerima, keluarga, and also the forms of bansos, tunai or cash money, and the issues concerning the data of bansos recipients. The second result was from the DNA, which can be seen on the top right picture in the screen, where we identify the connection between the category of elements of community resilience, represented by their circles, and the actors who make statement in the media, triangle symbols. There are 7 actors that were identified, which are national government, regional government, government institutions such as Ministry of Finance and so on, politician, national commission such as ombudsman, and also civil society or NGOs, and also business sectors. The green arrows represent positive sentiments, where the red ones represents negative sentiments. We can see that most of the sentiments about Bansos COVID-19 are positive, but there are some negative sentiments from the politician, national commission, and civil society or NGOs. There are two of the issues that draw negative sentiments from most of the actors, which are governance and resources. It means that the critics toward Bansos COVID-19 mainly about the management of the aid delivery and the resources or budget used for the program. The graphic charts on the bottom of the screen show results concerning the frequency of coverage and the degree of connection to the actors. We can see that the governance or leadership of Bansos COVID-19 is the most frequent topics appears in the online news. It means that the media mostly reports about the government's attempts in delivering the aids to the people. This topic of governance also has the highest degree, meaning that this is the issue that draw most comments or statements, both positive or negative, from the actors. There are three conclusions that we can draw from the results of the research. First, all 9 elements of resilient society are covered in the online news on Bansos COVID-19. It means that the program is required to strengthen the people's resilience to adapt to COVID-19 pandemic effects, both physically, economically, and socially. Second, there are critics toward Bansos COVID-19 which focus on the issues such as the data on aid recipient is still disorganized, politicization of the program, there are the practice of collusion and corruption among the implementators, and also unclearness of public or policy communication concerning Bansos COVID-19. Third, the downside of Bansos COVID-19 is that it could threat the social resilience by increasing the people's dependency on the government. And on the other side, the issues or problems in the implementation of the program can lower the people's trust to the government. This concludes our presentation about our research. We hope that this presentation will be beneficial for us all. Thank you for your attention.